to Detroit Prepping Live. What's up, Lone Star? Firing up the grill. It's a good thing on Tequila Tuesday. To Lone Star. Not much, man. It's getting a little more action-packed. This crazy world we find ourselves in. Yeah, I sent you back a message about the immigration. Let me rephrase that. Illegal immigration into Michigan. And it's a pretty rough road across anywhere on the northern border. It's usually a deadly trip. What you barbecuing, Lone Star? Two's a party. I was watching the president professing his undying devotion to the common man. Sounded pretty good. Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna drink to your new video. I'm almost I'm almost scared to hear what's next, man. I can't imagine it's gonna get much worse. Lone Star, did you get the notice about the live chat this weekend with the R Syndicate? Maybe man will have a minute to stop by today and hyperlink for everyone. It's becoming so hard to communicate. Well, Lone Star, if you're here, and there's only 2 people here, that must mean at least my mom or dad is here. Yeah, budgets. Budgets are rough. No budget works. It's a slow start. So yeah, I understand how a budget's gonna come into play big time. But man, it just seems so overwhelming to start. I'm working on a project right now to help someone become ever more prepared for anything. And all the lessons I've learned, all the starts, stops, restarts I've had really really came in handy for them because most of it is going to be practiced on me, but it's an overwhelming task for anybody to even start to be prepared for some things, let alone anything. It sucks being an adult all the time, which I'm going to be learning here shortly. So, you know, hopefully everything works out for me in this trip into adulthood. I had a good run. I'm glad the running's over though. Well, Lone Star, I guess it's just me and you. I'm glad I got to at least test this out and see if I can make it work. I'd hate to be the one idiot in Detroit that couldn't get it working on Saturday. Oh, I think the single biggest prep you have over the average man or woman in America is that you know you need to prep the mental state of understanding what may never happen, but sure as fuck could happen. And I'm not exactly sure what percentage G.I. Joe used to claim, but I think it was at least half the battle. So, you know, you're 50% plus whatever preps you have in place ahead of everybody else that laughs and mocks and makes fun of, I don't know, some of the most simplest things that have held true for thousands of years. Shit happens. So, in one of my previous videos, Lone Star, I talked about some counties within the United States that had a population of less than 1,500. And Texas, surprisingly enough, has several counties with very small populations. I think outside of Hawaii, possibly, Texas has the smallest county population. I'm sure it's not Luce County, but maybe Love County or somewhere. I'm sure this will help. Over there, down around the curve, right down at the bottom, I think they had a county population of 138, something like that. It was pretty small. It was amazing what you find out with a little bit of research. Oh, a third person? Dare they speak their name? Dude, that's probably the second most I've ever had in a chat. Lone Star, were you listening to the president earlier. Dangerous freedom. What's up, brother? I'm glad you made it. I was sitting here babbling to Lone Star, trying to make sure I got everything ready for Saturday. Hope you got time to come by and check out the Our Syndicate's live chat. Pretty sure there's going to be a couple people. Cheers. Oh, wait, it's Tequila Tuesday. Cheers. Dangerous freedom. Yeah, it's pretty sad, Lone Star. I'm so discouraged. It seems to get just a little bit worse every time he has a rally. Worse for us, great for him. When you don't have to worry about where your next meal or payment for a utilities coming from, shit gets a lot easier. You start to believe that, yeah, everything's gonna be okay. How bad could it be? I know how bad it could get. And I'm sure if anybody's spent the time watching any of my a look back videos, it's fucking unreal, man. I know nobody I know realizes what the fuck's gonna happen, about to happen, happening a little bit. It's a sad world out here, man. Hey, well, you know what, Dangerous Freedom? I am not 2 paychecks away from being homeless, but I'm fucking 2 tax notices away from being homeless. I've seen a few houses go that way. It's a rough fucking note to see sitting on your house when you come home. They say we're what, 7 meals, 3 meals, 15. I don't, we're all close. I mean, I'm 1 fucking minute away from them deciding to come here and fucking take all my shit, all my liberty, all my fucking worldly possessions, assess me another tax, and yeah, on to the next fucking horrible situation. Man, Lone Star, winning? We're a long way from winning. As long as we participate in the industrial cog of spacely sprockets, dude, we ain't never gonna win, man. Until we stop letting people that are professionally trained to speak to masses fucking blow smoke through the TV screen, however they do that. Dude, we're done for, man. Dude, I listen to these people that represent us speak, and they're so far out of the loop that I couldn't imagine having a conversation with most of these people. The House, Senate. Dude, they're fucking crazy. I mean, I have stopped and listened to the words they say, and it's incoherent at best. I mean, I know I'm a babbling idiot, but man, it, what more could I say without saying what I said again? I never tried any of those settlement things. And I think part two, actually, I'm sorry, I think in part one I talked about walking away from a house and without making it overcomplicated. Yes, some people in the end filed bankruptcy to absolve the debt. We came at them with like straight cash, $40,000 on a $80,000 mortgage, and they laughed like we were fucking idiots. So we split our money and we left, and I've never had any type of, I've paid and argued. Fingerhut says I owed him $512 on a $500 credit card I never bought anything on ever in my life. But settlements and this and that, yeah, I'm like kind of with you, Lone Star. Like, go fucking pound sand, man, because if I can't buy it, I don't need it. I ain't had a loan since '03, '04, maybe, personal loans. But that ain't the kind of loans I was getting on a fucking piece of paper for a car that was worth fucking nothing after I drove it off the parking lot. So, man, they ain't gonna fucking trick me with credit. Like, I've heard all the stories of the $102,000 Cadillacs. Dangerous freedom. I hope everything worked out with the trade situation. It's a pretty shitty lot to have in life, especially being that person. Well, that's why it's dangerous. The freedom you have. Those are like some pretty good words. Lone Star, man. I'm not sure if you're still here, but you never said what you were grilling. I did lay away one time when I was like 19, 20. I was going to buy a deer blind at Dunham's. I was probably making $240 a week, and I was working every bit of 22, 24 hours a week, and that's what I just had to have. And motherfuckers got me for, I think, $100. I put down as the layaway. I learned my lesson. And I do agree with you. That layaway shit's fucking played out. Unless you had, like, quadruplets or something. is what it is for sure. I don't know how much traveling you and your family do. It seems like you're awfully busy with baseball, Lone Star. But if you could email me, possibly. Um, that's some things to ask you talk about. I don't know what part of Texas you're in, but my father's family's in Hoodspeth, and email me if you have a minute, time, the desire to do so. Hey, brothers. Everything sound clear. I know the lighting isn't perfect, but reasonable at least. Any feedback? Closer, further, stop moving so much. I'm on outdated technology, so if you'd feedback, I'll follow your lead. It's DetroitPrepping at gmail.com, and it is definitely on my About page. Thank you, Dangerous Freedom. Give me 5x5. I can live with that. I'll show these professional preppers. I watch a lot of channels on YouTube. But I gotta tell you guys, the prepared mind, survival prepping for normal people, backcountry preps, the fourth dimension. I mean, those guys are actually resources that man, they really get me fired up. They have me out here wasting everybody's time ranting about everything that everybody else is ranting about, but I appreciate those guys' support. The R Syndicate has been more than welcoming. Oh, you guys, all four of us, go check it out. Stay up on it. It's a mess out here. Two shots of tequila, man. I'm not making for a good Tequila Tuesday. But if I could flip this back around. Definitely Lone Star's Preps. Lone Star Preps does not have crappy videos. For sure. I sent I sent Backcountry Preps a email, man. I'm like, dude, he made the video, crazy word something, and they're all in my prepper family folder, all the videos, all the guys, but I sent him an email and I told him, I'm like, dude, I hope I didn't like overstep. He's like, I want to hear what he thinks, what he said, his ideas. I'm like, man, I hope I didn't overdo it with my last 2 or 3, maybe 4 videos, because it's like, it's to me the craziest thing ever. Like, we all think the same fucking thing. It's not, there's not a thought problem. It's an action problem, and I mean, man, I am I am absolutely sick and tired of waiting on somebody else. So, you know, I've posted my thoughts, my real feelings, straight to the short. Maybe now I'll just go back to telling my sad story about living in this shithole of Detroit and hope for the best. Because, man, telling the truth is so disappointing, because when you hear the truth, you know you're telling the truth. You realize what you just said, and fucking the truth hurts. The truth hurts for me. Man, I ain't the center of attention here, man. I'm like this big, sitting against the oldest linen closet made out of cedar stuff, probably on this block, And I misspoke in an earlier video. I said no house on this block was built after or before 2012 or 1912. What I meant to say was no house on this block had been built. Yeah, I probably fucked it all up. But the oldest house on this block is 1912. And most of the houses were built before 1900. As I try to be more clear in this situation I found myself in on Tequila Tuesday. Man, yeah, I mean, I have a dream to live in many places in many types of devices for shelter. I know you're bragging, but yeah, I mean, I've made it to 42 years old, single. I don't know what that says about me personally, but a lot of the stuff my parents told me was, don't rush it. You got plenty of time. Enjoy life. Um, I was listening. I have 5 siblings, and every single one of them, hopefully they don't beat me up over this, and I hope it is correct, had a child before they were 21, 22, 23. So, let me go no further. It's not their fault. But, yeah, I've lived in some pretty precarious situations. I'm not sure if that's a word or if I use the word right, precarious. But Man, those were the best times. I didn't miss anything. I didn't want for anything. I learned a lot of stuff. It was far better, at least for the stories, than any of my siblings have. You know, their stories are fucking. I was broke. I was this that. Oh, I got a good job for a little while, but you know, now I got a fucking piss poor job, or I got fired, or divorced, or what. You know, it. Family. No, nobody calls me Detroit prepping. But that would be pretty sweet. Um, yeah, I do have a nickname, and sometimes I have to remind them that Uncle comes before my nickname, or you're not really speaking to me. They don't. They don't listen. 5 people. 5 people. I spoke to 2 of them. And I know my mom and dad will never speak, so maybe that's 2 of them. Who's the odd man out that hasn't said a word? I've been watching John at the Prepared Mind, and I gotta tell you, the news is coming fast and furious. I know it's always come at a rapid pace, but you know, you hear the truth, you hear a lie. It's all somewhere in the middle. I fear the things that we consider news. I mean, I could give 2 shits about what's going on in Iran or Saudi Arabia or, I mean, anywhere else in the world that doesn't want to be fucking with us. Great video I saw on YouTube. Butchering it, and hopefully I don't get a copyright thing for saying it. But the short of it is, what if America withdrew all its troops from every theater in the world? Man, that was the only movie I watched one time, never had to watch again, and knew I had seen the greatest movie ever. Whoever the director, creator, the actors, it might have been History Channel, I'm not even sure. It will be the absolute first video that pops up when you search the crazy terms I laid out there. Yeah, I'm far from wealthy. I'm not as financially secure as my parents are, even though I make definitely more money than they do, or they did, or they did and do now. Um, I don't think my mother is financially secure. My father is as financially secure as a single man could be, that had a heart transplant 2 years ago, and through the luck of his father, found a job at Chrysler Motor Company and was able to retire from them. Though on a medical, still a retirement, which provided for at least everything thus far it has taken to save his life. or somebody. Leave them over there by themselves. I don't. I don't know. I mean, I think I've poured myself out in my videos. I mean, we send billions and billions of dollars to other countries for humanitarian aid, but we got, I'm not sure if Lone Star is right, but he said 40,000 homeless people, I believe, in Los Angeles. Dude, it wouldn't cost billions and billions of dollars to support the people living in the streets of the counties and cities that want to send not just their tax revenue, but a fifth of the population's tax revenue across seas to people that say death to America, and then steal all the food and supply their own armies. It's crazy to me. Like I said, I know people that could use a 50-pound bag of rice. You ain't gotta send it 10,000 miles around the world. Well, I will absolutely say that Blackwater tactical gear was the finest gear I ever purchased, other than the fact that for some reason they decided to use the super strap thingy, and it works and it's great, but it's really weird and I don't like it, and a snap is a snap is a snap is a snap. But best gear I ever bought, Blackwater. Hands down. Holster sucked, but every other piece of gear, top notch. I bet they do get paid pretty good. And hey, I made some new shirts. Detroit prepping, so I don't have to have all the crazy shirts anymore. If you guys would like some, I'll send them to you. Send them wherever you want. Post office box. Email me. Sizes. Your family. Your kids. Your wife. Your buddy down the street. I'll make sure I will send those to you. I wonder how much those guys do get paid. I bet you it's, the $100,000 checks and not the $32,000 military checks. I don't follow Dave Hodges. I actually follow Greg Manarino. I do watch the Hodge Report. I watch several others too, but I am not subscribed to him at this point. I don't need anybody to tell me it's a mess. I mean, Sam's Club stopped selling dry beans. What is the world coming to? Dangerous Freedom. What's your weather like out there? Is it perfect or getting close to perfect? My brother lives in the desert, and think the strangest thing leaving Michigan and going there is nobody's got a lawn. Nobody has a lawn. They got rocks and all kinds of other crazy stuff. Hey, ooh man, I was praying for you. Well, you know what, Dangerous Freedom? The truth is, the first time I ever went to California, it was 117 in the day, maybe a $1.10 at night, and the fact that there were no bugs, I loved. I didn't see any animals, birds or anything. Maybe, I think we seen a couple crows. And when I flew back to Detroit, it was 91 degrees when I landed. It had just rained maybe 10 minutes, an hour before I got there. And the humidity was 105 degrees. And when I stepped out of the terminal, fuck, I said I'd live in the desert any day other than the fact that there's no water or trees. It was way better. Ooh man, I was just telling Lone Star and Dangerous Freedom I made new shirts, some hats. I'm gonna send them to you for distribution to our syndicate. I'll definitely provide shirts, hats, any sizes, pretty much any quantity for any of the sponsoring members that would like them. If I haven't troubled you too much, just send me a count, a quantity, an email that says you're not doing that, figure it out on your own. I'd just like to show everyone my appreciation for everything they've done and all the support they've shown me. So that's something that's not too much trouble for you and you'd be willing to do, man, I'd appreciate it greatly, and hopefully it'll at least show everyone my appreciation. Yeah, desert heat. Desert heat. My brother, who lives in Southern California, pretty close to backwoods preps, has a swamp cooler, and I'll tell you, I thought for a moment that was the most awesome invention ever made until I arrived back in Detroit and realized it's absolutely useless when your humidity is already 91.9%. Oh, Lone Star, you wouldn't believe the mosquitoes. I promise you. They're very tiny in Michigan, but very voracious. I've suffered 20 to 30 mosquito bites on a short sleeve body or a short sleeve shirt like I'm wearing right now. And they're all disgusting and nasty and they hurt and they leave the biggest red spots. I've been in a swamp in Florida for 5 days and maybe ended up with a half a dozen. And though the mosquito was big, it wasn't very vicious. Yeah, I learned the hard way about racking my brain over how to make a swamp cooler work in Detroit. Central air it is. Until I can't afford to pay the electric bill anymore. Uman, thank you for coming to Tequila Tuesday. Yeah, Uman, I so appreciate you sending me the plans for the silver slide. I would like a torso size silver slide, but after your safety announcement, there ain't no way in the world I'm gonna buy no magnets that could fucking snap my finger off and try to put them to get. John said the machine weighing thing costs $1,000, so I guess I'll keep saving because I can't buy a finger or three for $1,000. Dangerous freedom. I am way past drunkenness. Before I started the Tequila Tuesday, I had, yeah, become far beyond. Yeah, and I'm far beyond drunkenness. Yeah, Dangerous Freedom did both videos. I checked out a couple times. Yes, ooh man, I would absolutely learn this from your mistake. It is far beyond the risk I am willing to take. Yeah, it's far beyond the risk I am willing to take. The price of the magnets, all that. You said, and I want bigger magnets than you had. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you didn't say it, but basically, you can lose a fucking finger, or two, or three, two on each hand. I'm not that brave. My fingers are worth more than $1,000 for sure. So, if it's not too personal, Dangerous Freedom, is that the beginning of your silver supply, or is it an addition to your silver supply? I guess, I mean, I've seen plenty of videos on YouTube. Ricochets, 50 caliber tracers. Yeah, you can set some shit on fire without a tracer, so. Yeah, my brother told me, like, there's something about my dirt bike where I can't ride it in California because the muffler is not right. And I guess there's like red and yellow or blue and pink or something days where on that day I could ride my bike because I have a pink muffler, and on other days I can't ride it because it's blue muffler day. I don't know if you guys have the same thing out there in Arizona. Yeah, I've been struggling with silver. At one point back in 1998, I started purchasing Cougar ants. They were 1 ounce, and I was paying about $300 out the door for it. sometimes I buy two and he give me, 25 bucks off. And I had amassed 51 of them. I never managed to sell any of them or gift any of them to anyone. But thinking back, it's hard now to give up $1,300 for a Cougar Rand when only 25 short years ago, no, 20 years ago, that it was only $300. But silver's always been a tough one for me. I bought a bunch of silver back in 2003, and I probably had, and they were all in 1 ounce bars, 300 of them. And being younger of mind and not realizing, and no big loss at this point if you really look back at it. I sold them when they hit 15 bucks. So I gained a little bit of money. I got rid of a ton of silver. It's rough. I know it's a store of wealth, but there's other stores of wealth. There's others. What? I I like brass, lead, copper, stainless steel. Yeah, I'm not sure if Winchester silver tips are stainless steel, but they look like stainless steel and they're really, really pretty. That's a pretty good start. Um, John at the Prepared Mind talked about buying sacks of junk silver, I guess older coins, and how they would be worth barter during a financial collapse, electronic collapse where you can't run to the ATM and get any money. Um, I've hedged my bets on food. um, I'm sitting at about 15 tons right now. I would like to expand that up to 20. Um, Man, I can only imagine what I could trade some of this food for. um, yeah, I haven't purchased any junk silver, ooh man, but the funniest thing is the day we were leaving to go up north for what I planned to be a romantic camping experience for my at the time girlfriend, and the most romantic and masculine proposal I could ever imagine. Um, we looked down in the driveway of my 113-year-old house, and it's probably older than that because I've been here 5 years. And so, 119-year-old house, and found a buffalo nickel in the driveway. Definitely wasn't mine. It's unreadable. You'll never know where it was minted. You'll never know the year it was minted, but it's definitely a buffalo nickel, and there it sat, and it's the only junk silver I own besides a couple Liberty dimes and stuff like that I've come across in a few years. Less than a handful. What's up, American Patriot? Welcome, welcome. Alright, I'm up to like 4 shots tonight now. You guys are going to see me in full Detroit mode. I'm doing pretty good. Now that you got here, I've reached my 4th shot. Drinking these Dos Equis. Wanted to try to do a test to see if I was actually able to go back live. Like I said earlier, I don't want to be the only idiot in Detroit that can't figure out how to get on board with the Saturday chat. 90% silver? That's a lot. I didn't think that. I have a bucket of wheat pennies since I was a kid. Still now today. Hey, they're cool. I don't know. I'm sure they're probably pure copper, which is worth absolutely nothing. Except bullets. American Patriot, I told everyone earlier in the chat, if you want to send me an email, you'd be willing to have me ship t-shirts to you wherever you are, post office box, set up whatever kind of arrangement. Send me an email. I'd like to send you a token of my appreciation for the support you've shown, and make sure you tell me what sizes. I got gold jewelry, but it's all for wearing in my ears and stuff. I do want to get one of them big old gold chains like the rappers with one of them clip-on medallions. Maybe for Father's Day next year. I'll purchase something similar. Definitely not as fancy as what you got, Dangerous Freedom, but a laser dartboard. And though my family is pretty small right now, it only consists of me, my fiance, her children, and the children I will soon be having. Pretty sure before the end of the year. It is fun, and I will get them on board. I bought my fiance the pink rifle BB gun, the pink pistol BB gun, pretty pink glasses, and hearing protection, even though you probably don't need that for BB guns. I watch Active Self Protection. Um, awesome channel. Check it out. I watch it every day. Um, he's talked about the Mantis, and I've been really intrigued. I think before the Mantis, which I believe is rail mounted, he spoke about a system that I believe came with cartridges that you put into your firearm. I'm not sure of the difference between the two, but the video I saw of whatever system, and I'm not sure what system I saw, required them to cycle the firearm every time they pinged the target or attempted to ping the target. I don't know if I'd like that. Any suggestions? I'm all in. I want to get the kids started on it. They're 16, 14, and 6. Thank you, Dangerous Freedom, for the congratulations. You know, as much as I love that channel, I want to show my fiance that channel more because the lessons he teaches or points out or explains are just like some of the most basic lessons that most people don't even think for a second. I mean, I'm the guy that sits there and looks at the camera for 10-15 minutes before I walk out the house, and even though I've watched the camera for 10 or 15 minutes, I approach the door slowly and open the inner before the outer and just wait a minute and listen. And you know, she pulls in the driveway at dark and blasts the music and texts 5 of her buddies and you know, is unarmed or armed. I don't know at that point if it really matters. I know it does hook 'em. I bought for the camping trip where I proposed to my girlfriend, and yes, she is now my fiance. Brought a 22 single action, or a 22 long rifle single action. Probably like just one of my favorite guns to make somebody comfortable with. I have Walthrops and Berettas, and I have Glocks and several weapons in the 22 long rifle round. And man, for making somebody comfortable, I don't know a better way. Because even a 9mm 389 short, for somebody who already has a natural fear, it's a tough curve to drive around. Huh. I'm not sure who ASP is. I'm not sure about any beefs. The only thing I will speak to as a viewer of anybody's videos is whether the information was valuable or not. And I will never beef with anybody for any reason. Hey, Zombie Farmer. Glad you stopped by. I left a message for you on your video. You never cease to amaze me, man. You're singing. If you start dancing next, well, I'll still be a subscriber. And I'll still be your zombie farmhand whenever needed. Oh, I guess, ooh man, I should have known that since I brought it. Yeah. Thanks, ooh man. Yeah, right now I'm fully stocked on purchased ammo, and I have spent my time probably over the last 6 years learning about reloading ammo, and over the last 3 years seriously loading ammo. I've loaded more ammo than I bought, and though I would never shoot the ammo I have loaded, I do possess it, and I'm 93% sure it works. Yeah. Yeah. We all clean up nice. And zombie, that was the most beautiful thing I've seen on a Father's Day. Can't wait till next year. I get to celebrate my first Father's Day as a father. Zombie, Farmer, thank you for coming by my live chat. I hope Zombie never fucking... Oh, don't get rid of the truck. Put it in the backyard. Just like the rest of the cards you guys see in my look back videos. They all run. They all have a purpose one day. And man, for what I could sell it for, I'd never be able to replace it. Alright, Zombie. You sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. No, oh no. Back Country Prep said whenever you retract a comment, you're censoring yourself. We know what you meant, brother. Sleep tight, kiss the babies. See you soon. I hope to see you live soon. All right, brother. I've never loaded a rifle round. I have loaded, like I said, more pistol rounds than I have rounds. Um, Faith, I guess. I guess that's what it comes down to. I follow the instructions. I've given 30, 40 bullets out of a couple 100,000 away, and nobody ever complained. And one guy even did my taxes for free. So if the shit goes down, I'll use them. Well, I'm glad for the good news, Lone Star. And, you know, from what I understand, Father's Days aren't all they're cracked up to be. You basically buy yourself a gift. I mean, I got some ideas for gifts I'd like to buy myself, but I'll probably be too broke. Oh well, I had some good days. I like the barter system. I do like the barter system. Yeah, I've never watched any videos on YouTube for reloading. When I started investigating this, it was AOL dial-up, um, and I bought books. I went to Barnes and Nobles. Um, I had an uncle who was a police officer for the city of Detroit. He did a lot of reloading. Never spoke with him, never learned anything from him. Um, Man, one book that big will get you started off to the races. I didn't buy my second book till I was well into the second year of researching, reloading, and when I bought that second book, I perused it and went right back to the first book, and yeah, bought Lee stuff. I know it's not the best for what I was doing, a stockpile. Worked out pretty good for me, I think. Um, I didn't get half price bullets by reloading, but I didn't pay as much for the bullets I reloaded as I did for the bullets I bought new. American Patriot. I'm sure you're already gone, but thanks for stopping by. Like I said, email me. I'm gonna send you some shirts. Thank you for your support. I hope you and your tribe are well and all your dreams come true. Digital's good. I mean, I'm sure if I was half as smart as I profess to be, I'd spend the 52 minutes watching 4 or 5 videos about reloading, but it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, it's a it's a game of faith. But yeah, when the shit hit the fan, no one's gonna ask whether I reloaded those or whatever. They're good enough. Dangerous Freedom. That's awesome. You do the moonshine thing, man. I make mead. Uh, my buddy Todd got me started with brewing beer. I've done probably 15, 20 batches by now. Mead is much easier, but it's not carbonated. The backyard brew. Oh my goodness. It's ridiculous. No. I am quickly learning that I'm not much of a liquor man. I'm not sure how big this thing is. Probably half of whatever it should be. But yeah, I'm like fucking not halfway. It ain't a fifth. Don't y'all tell backcountry preps I can't hang on them fifths. I get the. I think I hold it back. No, I hold it four. Look how big it is. It's a big bottle. Yeah, no, it's a fifth like your guys's. Dangerous Freedom. Do you distill anything else besides spirits? Vinegar or water, or are you even capable of? Is that a possibility with a still? No hot rounds allowed. Okay, a couple hot rounds, but Dunhams. And I don't know if you guys have Dunhams where you are. Had the exploding targets for sale forever, and I walk in there one day, and usually, I think it was some kind of nitrate or something, and you mix it, bust the package open. Usually it was 40, 80, $120, and the $120 you got something in a box, and the 80 you got a jar, and $46 you got like a little jar. But man, I walked in there one day and the boxes were $22. The jars were like $2 and some change, and the $40 ones were cheap, somewhere in between what I just said, and I bought the whole shelf, and it seems suspicious to me, but I guess the beard, the long hair, proper attitude, and all of that, like, I don't know, 85 pounds of explosives. Oh man, Jordan, what's up, man? You got like, I mean, my avatar is pretty sweet, but you have like the sweetest avatar, man. I can't even imagine where you're at if it's morning time, but good morning, man. I hope your eggs are cooked dry and not soggy, and put some cheese on them, man. It's worth it. Ooh man, I don't know if I'm going too far here, but I'll be in Joliet one weekend after this weekend, so after Saturday and all that, the next weekend. I'll be in Joliet. I don't know if that's of any consequence to you, but I love to buy you a beer. Maybe you could barbecue for us. Uh, However it works out. I'll be in Joliet 17 days or something like that from today, and if you're available, I'd love to hook up and let me know if that's possible. Jor- Jordan, where are you, man? Jordan, you have the sweetest avatar, except for mine. Where are you? Well, I'll be there for 4 days, which will be far beyond the weekend. I'm going to try to pull myself together by Tuesday or Wednesday following that crazy weekend. But Sweden, that's fucking awesome. Can I ask you the most stupidest question from Detroit? I I have more than one, but like, is it as great as everyone says? Do you have an M16 underneath your bed? Am I crazy for even thinking that that's possible? And I'm sure you couldn't explain or want to explain by typing what your guys is. And I'm screwing it all up. Motto, credo, whatever, like always ready, fucking come to Sweden, we'll fucking push you down the fucking mountain into a snowman. Ron, salute. Oh man, your wife's gonna fucking kill you if you get engaged, man. You bet. Hey, that's it. No more Detroit prepping live. Ooh man, I'm gonna see if I can put you on the. Your wife ain't coming to my house about nothing, man. I'm not even married yet, and you're gonna get me in trouble with my wife. Joanne, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but uh, I only got like two places I want to visit on this earth, and one is Sweden, and the other is the Sentinelese Island. And I know I'm not properly colored to go there, but I feel like I have the attitude, and as you guys will see by August, I'll at least look Mexican. Man. Ooh, man. Ooh, man. You're right. But I'm too fucking scared of her, man. I know she's like, she's like, oh, yeah, I'm 5'5", five and a quarter. I'm five and three fourths with my heels on. You know, all 75 pounds of her. I'm a little bit scared. For my safety. I mean, that's like probably the only person I ever like take my gun off around. Yeah, it's under my pillow, but being that small, that short, light, faster than me, and I sleep heavy. Yeah. I'm not backing out now. Jordan, I don't know if you're just fucking putting me on, but I will come to Sweden. And I heard the most beautiful time to come to Sweden is in October. And I heard the most beautiful time in October is the second half of the month. So if you'll email me in October of this year, I can be in Sweden. Stay with you, hang with you, provide for my safety. I would greatly appreciate it, but just to hang out with you for a night would be enough. And if you'll email me or call me after you email me and I send you my phone number, I'll be there October for sure. As long as I can bring my wife. See you in Sweden, October 2019. That's like probably the first lesson you learn living in Detroit. Be scared. But hey, I'll give it a try. I don't know, Lone Star Preps, man. The Bahamas, man. The bugs and the hurricanes and the. It's not a lot. You can't ride no horse full speed for. A day? I don't know about that island life. I'd like to go visit islands and stuff. Like I said, the Sentinelese Island. See what's up. Swim in that bitch like. But man, I don't know if I could live on it. They got islands in Michigan, tons of them. If like you buy an acre for $1,500 in Michigan on an island, but then you gotta deal with ferry services. Heavy rains, this, that. Big boats go by, they come in 10, 15 feet. Yeah, I don't know about no island. Even a tropical one. Unless, you're talking about Australia. um, I guess in giving up OPSEC, I live in Indian Village. Anybody that see my videos that lives in Detroit, that drove through Detroit, would definitely know where I live. So, yeah. Safer. You make your own safety anywhere in the world you live. Um, am I scared to walk outside? Fuck, I wouldn't be scared to walk outside in the Congolese jungles or the downtown mean streets of Hong Kong. And I guess the best I could say is refer to my A Look Back videos, and you'll see how safe you could hope to be in my neighborhood. If you look back at some of my videos, I kind of talk about like the average age. Man, safe is so relative. Yeah, I'm safe. Is the dude across the street safe? Well, I don't know. I hope he's safe. If I see him in an unsafe situation, I would definitely rush to his aid. Yeah, I'm safe. I'm safe. Oh man, I don't even know what that word is at the end, man. That's like the biggest word. Claustrophobic. Holy fuck. It's Tequila Tuesday, man. No word can be over 6 letters, please. Yes, Michigan has CCL. Um, Michigan has open carry. Michigan has motherfucker. I ain't showing you my ID. For all the bad I can say about Michigan, most people spend 9 months of the year inside their homes, other than when they leave to go to their jobs. And like I said, man, nobody's invading you on your fucking 20 acres for 10 months out of the year. So if they're badass enough to plan it for fucking July and August, then you're fucked. But half of them are gonna get got by the bugs. And if you made any preparations, another 25% of the half that are left over are gonna get eaten by the bears and the bobcats. So Michigan's safe. I pray that more people move here. Alright, Joanne. You get some coffee for Tequila Tuesday. I'm gonna pour a shot. Not force you to walk through my whole house with me live, but I think the rule is, as laid down by Backcountry Preps, I get a break. I'll be right back. Don't leave. I won't be gone long. It's little. It'll be over fast. Sorry. Oh, at least my mom and dad are still there. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, as shitty as Detroit is, I got like that 5G shit. It has made me actually 2 shades darker. It's literally past my backyard in the center of, in the center of my house, and hey, it works great. If it's killing me, shit, what else ain't killing me? Ooh man, I seen you have a shop. When I am in Joliet, if you're available, I like to bring my bug out vehicle for inspection. I got a '04 Range Rover. You've probably seen it in tons of my look back videos. The only thing I had that was safe for some reason. I got problems. I got a diesel engine I put in there, and I need more capacity. I need welding and stuff, and when you see what I have welded, hopefully you'll forgive me for the pain. But yeah, I'd love to maybe change my tank out from like the 30 gallons I can hold now to 100 gallons or 55 gallons. I gotta be able to get more than 55 gallons. I don't know what your thoughts are about that, but if it's a waste of time, I won't even waste my time driving it there because I only run fry oil through it, so. Yeah, yeah, it will be an auxiliary tank, but it's gonna take more than the Roger touch because there ain't much room. But, like I said, if you'd even be willing to look at it, say the word, I'll drive that, and you can check it out. It's pretty rough, but I think I can make it anywhere within 1,000 miles on the tank as it sits. I like to be able to go, 3, 4. I will check that out again. I need something a little more special. Ooh man, I live in Detroit, man. I can't be fucking around. I need not only do I need more gas tanks, I need some kind of goddamn armor I can throw over the top of it, like a bed sheet or something. Yeah, that's the plan right now. I got some 6-gallon cans that I spray painted. Not sure what the legal color for French fry oil is, but spray painted them Dallas green, and I got those for on the roof, but I need more capacity inside for sure. Man, I live at my bug out location. I do have an underground railroad out of my bug out location, but yeah, I think bugging out's about the 55th plan if you're gonna make a plan. I'm not sure how strong my stand will be, but I'm gonna give them hell. All right, ooh man. Oh, it's not gas. It's French fry oil for my diesel, ooh man. You can shoot that shit with fucking an incendiary and oh, it's gonna smell like it's French fries. Yeah, no gas. Gas is dead for the bug out vehicle. If you're running your bug out vehicle on gas, you're fucked in the game, man. You're fucked in the game, man. Joran, what kind of vehicles do you gentlemen drive? Mostly gasoline, diesel. Not really sure what the fuel source in Sweden is. It would seem like diesel, being so close to Mother Germany. Diesel is better for the unless you want American muscle. Lone Star, are you in the northeast, west, or south of Texas? Do you mind telling? Yes, sir, who man. I'll be right behind you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate everything. I'll send you the email. Um, Hope to get to see you soon. Thanks for everything. I truly appreciate it, and I could not ask for a better friend. Thank you. Uman! Well, I think this live chat was a lot smoother than my last one. Um, I ended up with a copyright notice, and they let me know that though I had used copyrighted material in my live stream, they weren't going to punish me. They were going to show commercials And the revenues from those commercials would go to the creators or the copyright holders of that music. So, I didn't erase it. It was an awesome live stream. Kinda. um, I bet you guys have a ton of Mercedes, Audis, Volkswagens. I used to work for Volkswagen, and I really like their turbo diesel engines, the 1.8s. I know they have advanced past that, but I gotta tell you that 1.8 turbo was that 1.8 turbo is still my favorite engine. Flex fuel is that E85. We don't use any of that stuff, man. We use high octane turbo blue racing fuel. Woo! Detroit muscle! I'm gonna stop torturing everybody. Um, I appreciate everybody coming by to my live chat, showing more support than I could have ever imagined I would receive. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you come back to my channel. And if nothing else, I hope you have a good day. Thank you, Lone Star Preps. Thank you, Man. Thank you, Joran. Thank you, everybody. I mean, Zombie Farmer. Uh, I'll never be able to thank everybody. American Patriot. And just thank you, everybody, for at least giving me the opportunity to have my say. And I hope, if nothing else, all of us like-minded individuals will strive towards what we know is the solution to the problem that we are having. And if there's anything I can do to support any of the people that have supported me, I'm less than an email away, and if it comes right down to it, I'm less than a phone call away. Thank you. I hope you come back. I can't thank everybody enough. Good night.